Why don't you? We are live. Liam, scoot up a little bit. We are live, and see right up there, it'll tell you how many people are watching. But there's nobody in the room yet, and right there, it'll tell you how many people are giving it a thumbs up. It takes a little while for people to show up, so it should be good. Give me a big smile. Liam, give me a big smile.
I am smiling.
No, you're not. We'll see who shows up. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's a Saturday around, 2:30, something like that. Yeah. Look at my, how many, do I have the chat enabled? No. There's one person. Okay, one person. I don't know if it's not showing the chat being enabled. If you can send me a message, there's 3. There's got to be a chat. The chat's got to be enabled. Let me see. Share, add stream. All right, we are live. We got 3 people in there. Say, Liam, smile. Come on, give me a smile. That's his smile, folks.
The more I try to smile, the more I try to make a smile, the more frown, more I frown. So when I get mad, I try to frown, but I start smiling.
Well, first of all, let's introduce yourself. You are Liam Harrison McDonald. You are 13, going on 14, getting ready to complete middle school and go to high school. How does that sound? Did you even think you'd ever be ready for high school?
I really never even thought about high school.
Well, you're getting ready to go there. Yeah, you know what? I'm not seeing. The chat's got to be on. So, Liam, what is your favorite thing in the world to do?
Make these.
Explain what that is.
Make the paper craft things like this UFO that I had made over a couple days ago. It has thrusters on the bottom.
Here, they can still see you.
That I made it from a bunch of stuff I had found on the ground, like cardboard. Mostly from stuff on the ground. Cardboard, a piece of plastic I found, and when I tossed this piece of plastic right here what got me the inspiration to make this. Now there were designs that I had numerous one of these before, but they looked different.
That's a UFO.
Yeah, and
flying saucer.
And they didn't fly good.
Well, my son is a very good designer. I think he's probably going to be an engineer of some kind when he grows up. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, and I even made a blueprint right here.
Put it up to the camera's right there so you can get closer. Yep, he's a design freak. Explain your summer school Lego robotics. That's kind of cool. Explain what you do there.
I like to make devices that could help people in need, and also just for fun to make cars and stuff out of it.
With your Legos? For your Legos?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk real quickly before we get off the subject. We got 3 people in the room right now. Hello from St. Louis, somewhere in the bunker. Let's talk about what we did last weekend. Now, President's Day, we went out walking, and it's this place, I won't say where, but it's this nature preserve, and there was this Tonka truck. And how big did it look from the sidewalk? It was quite a ways away.
It looked like it was like probably this big.
Yeah, and so it was kind of cold, and it wasn't a restricted section. I've told this story somewhere before, but I said, you want to go get it? It's like, like stay on the path. Please don't leave the path. So Liam, I was like, you want to go get it? He's like, no, what did you say? There was a government surveillance vehicle?
Yeah. Remember like that unmarked car that
it was a creepy car that was parked in the parking lot. But they couldn't see us from where they were at, but you were afraid that they were gonna come get us.
But I did do the right thing though. I did not go back there.
Yeah,
I didn't even know how long it had been.
I was like the devil on his shoulder going, come on, Liam, come on, Liam, come on, Liam. And you wouldn't go. And then but then we drove around for a little bit, we came home, and then you talked about it.
I was begging my mom, begging my dad, begging everyone to bring me home, to bring me back there so I could go get it.
Now this was not like step out of the car and walk like 5 steps. This was about what it was about?
Like a
quarter mile, quarter mile, something like that. And so you were chicken, didn't want to go, but so we finally, like, I guess 5 days later.
It was on like a ledge, so that's also
it was by like a riverbank. There was like a riverbank. You walk down the trail, and he's like, I'll go do it, and I was like,
oh, by the way, that actually has like red-ish stains on it, but in the bed.
Probably from the red dirt, maybe.
No, it's like liquid, I think.
So we went back 5 days later, and we walked down, and it was actually it was even colder that day than the first day.
Yeah, but I ran I ran so fast I didn't even think about it. I just ran as fast as I could, and then grabbed it.
I bet you I could have counted 1,000, 2 1,000, 3. I bet you were back before I got to 30 1,000s. It was so fast. Yeah, I loved it. And you got it, and then you it's not in here because it's covered. It's, what do you say, that one of the tires has water?
Yeah, there's like water in the tires because there's like little like holes in the sides, probably because of the rain. It would flood, and then
it was rusty. It was on like a riverbank kind of. It was, yeah.
I don't even know how long it had been there because it said it was made in 2007 on the side. Actually, you might be able to take a picture of it with your iPad.
I need to get Mom to take the picture, to give me the pictures she took on her phone. We documented the whole thing. So, was it worth it?
Yeah,
totally
definitely.
Worth it. Totally worth it.
It was actually the biggest Tonka truck I'd ever gotten.
I was pretty massive,
And I also lost my old dump truck, so I just happened to be that there was a Tonka dump truck that I was wanted to get a new one, but there was one back there.
I'm going to tell the story on myself. When me and Doug, when I was like 5 or 6, much younger than Liam, and my house I grew up in, I had this friend Doug, and he had this Tonka truck. It was a metal one, and he brought it up, and I was like, let's smash it. And I said, your mom won't care. And
it was like a really, really old one.
It was always like it was like steel. Like,
yeah. It was probably one of my favorite models of it.
And so we took a brick and we started throwing like a cinder block and started smashing this truck. And Liam would have loved it. And my mom was like, she eventually stopped. I have some memory of her coming out.
I would have took it from you before you.
We destroyed it, and Doug said, "My mom don't care. My mom don't care." So he took it back down to his house, and his mom, I think she beat his ass. and she's like, "You can't." And my mom was like, "You shouldn't have done that." And I said, Doug said his mom didn't care, and he's like, she said that was not the truth. And so Doug said, I can't come up to your house anymore because you smashed my Tonka truck. I said, you told me it was okay. Okay, rule number 1 with little boys is whatever they say, if they're destroying something and they say their mom say it's okay, then they're lying, right, Liam?
Yeah.
Now you want to talk about how you would line up the cars out?
Oh yeah, when I was 6. That was before I actually before I knew that I wanted to smash things, or like 5 or 4. Like, it started when I was like 5. I I would go under the tree where I would put up my Hot Wheel cars.
Like that's what I did when I was a kid. I had like a maple tree.
And I would pick up. I would pick out all the cars, and I'd pick out cars that I didn't want anymore, and then I would smash them all.
And you smashed some really good cars, son. You smashed like 10 times more cars than I ever had.
When I was 5, I actually would only smash I would smash every single car.
Remember, Mrs. B gave you those little they weren't Hot Wheels, but they were kind of like Walmart Hot Wheels, and they were made of plastic. And there was, sorry, Mrs. B, if you're watching this, but all those are gone. Are any of them left?
Well, actually, yeah, there are a couple.
Couple left. Hey, it's my friend Sarah. This is my intelligent, very handsome son Liam. This is my friend Sarah. Say hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
He's a little shy right now. We're just talking about some dad adventures. This is the show we do every once in a great while, Parkinsons Dad, and so yeah, we're reliving some of our adventures. Liam is 13, going on 14. Very proud of him. What is your favorite subject at school? Don't say recess. She said, "Hey, little bud." Hey, little bud.
I don't really know.
Do you like school?
Well, yes. Cause I kind of like school because if I never went to school, then I would go crazy.
So would mom and dad. But I think you like the bus ride to school more than you actually like school, right?
Yeah, but the buses are kind of unsafe because they have no seatbelts, and
there's no seatbelts in the bus.
Yeah, and there's also not even that much protection.
Not even the new buses. I know. Remember the old school buses didn't have.
The new buses are electric, but we don't have those.
So okay, give me the typical thing that happens on the bus.
Kids are misbehaving, and then every once in a while there'll be. The bus driver will yell at the kids because they're misbehaving or chatting at each other all the way across the bus, and sitting having 3 people in the seat when there's not even anyone there's no reason really to have 3 people.
Sarah says she likes art class. You're pretty good in art class.
Oh yeah, kind of.
I got in trouble in art class because I didn't pay attention, and I remember the story where I told you where I was in art class, and the teacher was so fed up with me that she told the principal behind my back, and I got let out separately. And the principal was like, "Come with me, little buddy." And we went up, and he took me up to the office, and he said, "Why do you think you're up here?" I was like, "To get a prize." And he goes, "Why in the name of all that is holy would you get a prize?" I was like, he tricked me, and he's like, "You've been an absolute terror in art class." I'm like, I'm sorry. Started running around the desk. He was trying to spank me. Oh my God. That was when you could spank kids. Yeah. At school. Glad those days are over. But yeah, art, but I mean,
I used to be a big troublemaker when I was little.
Yes.
Before we tried medication.
Well, yeah, you take some ADHD medicine.
Which most kids actually will take a lot more. Most kids will take. Because it's
Now, does it help? You think?
Well, yeah. Now it does. But about a long time ago, it would just make me so nervous. I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Sarah likes science, geometry, and history. I love history. I could not stand geometry and science, depending on what we were talking about. If we were talking about dinosaurs, I was all in. If it was not astronomy, I was completely lost. I
love astronomy.
Well, that's because you got different things that you like than you don't like history much, do you?
Well, I do like the history because I can learn things that other kids that don't listen to anything can learn.
Well, we watch a lot of history stuff in our house. You probably know way too much about World War II, right?
Yeah, that's actually I can't wait to go to high school because I'll be able to.
Steve Evans, what's up, Steve? This is my son Liam, my pride and joy. Well, what's the subject in history that you do like? Because you said Like Native American stuff, or you like cat like Middle Ages, or like
the more recent the better.
oh, so you don't like old history?
Well, like I if I had to if I had lost all my memories of the old history, then I would relearn it.
What do you mean if you lost all your memories?
Like if
You had amnesia or something?
Yeah.
You'd go back to the modern history so you could remember.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna lose your memory anytime soon, son. This kid, he's got a memory on him. Remember, this is a funny story from when you were a kid. Remember when you were like throwing a fit and you ran up the stairs and you said, "That's it. Put up a gravestone."
I don't remember that.
Put up a gravestone. You don't remember that? Yeah, you were pretty young. Where would you come up with something like that? You just made it up? I guess you don't remember, but
it might have not even been realized what I was doing.
I know you didn't get it from me. I've never said that, but when you said that, I looked at my wife and I went, "Did he just say put up a gravestone?" remember what the neighbor girl said to you?
I'm sick of it.
Yeah, Liam, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
Because I ran in the back of a bike with that like for the 5th time.
Do you remember when you dented the neighbor's car? Remember when Jared had the car parked out front and you rode your bike into it?
Yeah. I felt I was so embarrassed when that happened.
Well,
that wasn't the only time that I'd run into a car, but that was the one time where I actually did damage.
Remember when we had to climb down the sewer to get your remote control car?
Which one?
Oh, I don't know. There's been several that went down.
You mean like the black one?
Didn't you crawl down the sewer? Mom helped you get the lid up.
Yeah.
Explore. I used to go down the sewer when I was a kid too. So it takes after his old man.
I actually went down the sewer all by myself to get an RC car once.
You know, the craziest thing I ever did was go down the sewer, and it wasn't even my baseball, but there were some kids playing baseball, and they lost the baseball and was down. Now the main part was like, you could reach your arms and touch it like that, but there was this pipe. It was probably about that big around, just barely enough for me to fit my shoulders in. And it was like maybe 100 feet, and it was a slight downhill angle. And I got in there on my skateboard and laid down on my skateboard and to like kind of push on the walls like that. Dumbest thing I've ever done. I got halfway through and I thought I saw like a rat move, but it was. I found out later it was the ball. It was wet and it was catching the light. Don't be like Dad. Dad was stupid.
And I'm not. I hate like cramped pipes, cramped spaces besides the vents. But I don't really like to go into the small vents.
Well, that's smart. I was a little bit bigger than you, but yeah, so I couldn't fit in there now, and even if I did, I'd never get out. My stiff old butt. Well, Liam, tell me about FNAF. FNAF is something that you're really into, and I don't think a lot of our listeners. How do you feel about your dad's Parkinson's, and how do you help your dad have better days? Well, there's a good question for you.
I sometimes do the exact opposite most of the
Explain. Good question, sir.
I make Dad mad by I make Dad mad but by disobeying him sometimes, and then or either that I said I did something that I actually didn't do so that I could get in trouble for nothing.
But okay, so you've never known me without Parkinson's, right?
No.
Now, does it bother you? Are you embarrassed me when to go out? You're probably embarrassed me from the way I act, not from my Parkinson's, right?
Yeah.
What kind of things do I do to embarrass you? Fart in the store.
He makes me mad on purpose by doing things he knows that make
like what?
That triggers me.
Like what? How about let's talk about when I get up in the morning and my Parkinson's and I'm shaking. You're like, Dad, are you just gonna keep getting worse and worse while you're banging on the floor and playing with a dog? How do you think?
I don't even realize I'm doing that because I'm half asleep in the morning.
Well, he's got ADHD and I have Parkinson's, and it's not a good combination in the morning. But give me here. What about how do you help me in the morning? Like when
I make Dad's coffee. And
I love when he makes my coffee.
His bagel. And and during the other parts of the day, I give him his There's pancakes and waffles and stuff.
When I come down for my afternoon nap, he usually has a bottle of water, an English muffin, some vegetables, and a bottle of wine for me because I always have some wine after I eat my dinner. We're watching TV. Well, and then so let's go back to FNAF. Let's talk about FNAF. Five Nights at Freddy's, because I guarantee most of these people know about FNAF.
I have to use the bathroom.
Okay, we'll use the bathroom. Come right back down. All right, he's going to come back down. Anybody have any questions? I see we got 5 people in there. Steve, where are you from? If you don't mind me asking. And how did you find the channel or the stream? I'm assuming you follow me on YouTube. You know, Liam's a good kid. He does kind of test his boundaries sometimes, but all kids do. So yeah, all right, the UK. I would love to visit there. I'm a huge Beatles fan. Love the Stones. Love Sabbath. I don't think my health will ever allow me to get over there. But a friend of mine, Sam, he actually went and visited Abbey Road. I don't think he got inside the studio, but he was able to walk around. Like, okay, Bubbles is coming.
So we can talk about Bubs.
All right, Bubbles is here. See, there's Bubbles.
We're getting...
Stand back, and pet her by my guitar so everybody can see her. Roll your chair back so everybody can see her.
Bubs.
Oh, nice YouTube recommendation. So YouTube has been they've been not as they haven't been promoting like I don't know how to say it. I don't want to talk down to YouTube, but it's been hard for us creators not getting recommended as much. So it's awesome getting recommended.
Cage thing for Bubs.
No, not a cage. It's a muzzle.
Well, I keep saying the wrong thing.
Remember when you said when are we getting the noose?
Yeah,
I was like the noose.
I try not to. That's why I just said the cage thing.
Now tell everybody about Bubbles. Bubbles is our pit bull, and
she will instinctively attack our dog.
Maggie, our beagle.
Other dog which is very old, and she's attacked her before. But first she tore her ear.
Yep, that's why she's got the little tears in her ears. Bubbles attacked Maggie.
She tried to disembowel her. When Dad was downstairs in the basement.
Oh yeah, that was bad. My wife was grocery shopping and she came back and she put a package of raw chicken on the floor.
Yeah, and then that's how they got mass separated.
Yeah, now they can't. Now Bubbles and Maggie have to be separated at all times. But Bubbles is a good dog, but
she likes Maggie, but it's just that she has instincts. So she can't control her instincts of like trying to get the food. And
she's a guard dog, and she's also a street dog. So she was starving when the Humane Society picked her up. So now it's kind of like
used to fighting the other dogs for food and being out in the street.
So now we'll have to like civilize her. Talk about FNAF. Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm not really interested in talking about that right now.
He's getting all shy. That's fine. Well, Liam, what are some of the things that you do with your free time?
Every now and then I'll draw. If I'm not grounded, I'll play video games, and also I will work on finishing the cleaning off my Tonka truck, which is believe it or not, I've been working on it for days.
Here's a good question.
It still is not.
Here's a good question. What is your favorite movie to watch with your dad? You can name more than one.
I don't really know.
How about Independence Day? Jurassic Park?
Oh yeah, that one.
Jurassic Park, yeah.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, Jurassic Park. What about Simpsons? That's not.
Oh yeah, that's a show. The Simpsons in the Office.
Yeah, he's a big Michael Scott fan. What is it about Michael Scott that makes you laugh so much? Because a lot of kids,
he acts like he's as dumb as a toddler. Like some people are dumb as toddlers. And they're like grown. They're grown ups.
They act like children.
And they misspell words that an adult should not misspell.
Because a lot of kids probably, I mean, you're not a kid, you're a teenager, but a lot of teenagers, 13 and 14, probably wouldn't like The Office because they wouldn't get a lot of the jokes. But you get most of the jokes, don't you?
Yeah, because kids are saying inappropriate jokes and other things at school all the time.
Well, what's one of your favorite moments in The Office? I know what you're gonna say.
The one where they misspell the word on the sign.
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna say when Michael Scott drives the car into the lake. You like that part?
Yeah, it's not like my favorite though. But
How about when?
don't really have.
How about when he hits Meredith with his car?
I don't really remember that one.
What's some of your favorite Simpsons episodes? How about Snowplow? The Office is the best. Yeah, I've probably watched it through 5 times. You haven't even.
The Treehouse of Horror one.
Oh, he loves the Halloween Simpsons, the Treehouse of Horror. For those of you who watch that, I mean, anybody that's watched The Simpsons saw those. Yeah, I would not have been allowed to watch those when I was a kid. Been too scary, too dark. My mom would have been like, "Nope." Remember when you first saw Itchy and Scratchy?
Mom. There's like a lot of gore in that, but
Itchy and Scratchy
jokes that I wouldn't that really wouldn't think I would get, but over time that I actually did get some of them within, but then over time I've not, I actually was never really like disturbed by it in any way.
We would laugh, and Mom would come in the room and be like, "What are you watching?" She'd see Itchy and Scratchy blowing each other up with dynamite. I'll be like, "Are you sure you should be watching this?" Remember when we used to watch the not scary parts of The Walking Dead with all the deserted cars?
Yeah.
And then you went and told people you were watching The Walking Dead. Remember that?
Yeah, but actually the kids like watching that stuff.
Sure. I mean, I would say maybe
they're talking about it actually.
The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you play any instruments like your dad? We got the theremin. He plays the piano a little bit.
Yeah, when I was little I just played the piano.
He's more into mechanics than into music, which is fine.
When I was little I wasn't really like interested in like inventing things that much.
What's some of your favorite bands? I know we listen to a lot of music.
The Beatles,
of course,
and Oasis.
How about Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah, that one.
How about
Radiohead?
Radiohead. He loves Radiohead. He loves the Radiohead album covers. You can look at them and study them all day.
Because there's weird pictures that don't make any sense on them.
Yep. So you got anything you want to talk about before we go?
No. I'm good.
All right. Well, we're gonna hang out for 3 more minutes here to get into the 30 minute. Thanks for showing up, guys. This, like I said, the YouTube. I've said before, the YouTube channel. All this will be available on YouTube. In fact, do you think Mom want to watch this?
I don't know.
Are you self-conscious looking at yourself?
No. I don't know what that is.
Like, are you embarrassed watching yourself?
No.
I think you're a little bit embarrassed. It's okay. All right, you can go. All right, folks, that was G-Funk. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I wanted to get him on. We've been meaning to do a Parkinsons Dad for a while, and doing live streams is so much easier for me than just trying to put together a video. So, yeah, thanks everybody for showing up, and peace and love from the city of St. Louis.